Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. It's lovely to have you here, thank you so much for joining me. So it is another scrappy Sunday. Oh, I've even got fabrics stuck in my scrap box today. All sorts of bits and pieces in here. So I think I said when I did the Saturday one that I was going to do some collage today, and that is because I have been having a play with some of my scraps. Doing some collage tags, just using lots of pieces up, and I like to ring the changes, as you know, so I've made these a slightly different way again. So I'll show you how I made these, and then I'm going to do another page with you. I've also been using some of my teeny tiny pieces, strips and small pieces to cut love hearts with my love heart punch. That's why it's there. And just made myself a few flowers. Now if I make stacks of these and put them away, I won't use them, because that's what I'm doing. I'm making lots of things and putting them away and then forgetting they're there, you know, tidying them away, etc. And yeah, then they disappeared until I just suddenly find them. So I'll quickly show you how I made these three. I'll make one more, but that's all I'm going to make, because I won't use more than 4 now. And then yeah, hopefully I'll discover it again one day and make them again. I've made them before, and I think I have got some stashed away somewhere. So I've done them with all sorts of different, I've done them with circles and different punches, but I just found my heart punch and thought, oh, I'll make some of those lovely yes flower embellishments with it. So I've got some bling from the lovely Angie Beaumont. If you remember, she sent me loads. Yeah, it was lovely digging through and choosing, thank you Angie, which one I was going to use. So these I've just done, I did 3 love hearts in the stripy paper and 3 love hearts in the Edith Holden. This one I did 3 love hearts in a piece of vellum that was in my scrap box, and 3 out of another piece of digital. These are just 6 completely random pieces that I just went in and cut so that there would be something to show you. So all I do is stick 3 together, so trying to leave the petals showing as much as possible, you know, the curly bits, but they don't want to be too much more than, oops, come on, you know, I say a straight line, if I did a straight line it would just be 2 of these, but then I do another 3 the same, and then I stick the two halves together. So, and another reason I'm not going to do loads of these with you is, you know, my fingers are bigger than what I'm making, which, you know, isn't fun. You probably can't even see what I'm making. Let's see how close I can get you to them. I can barely see that myself on camera, so just so there's a little bit of the petal showing there, like that. And then which one do we want? Yeah, I'm just going to put them together like that, so they're not symmetrical at all, just kind of as much flower shape as you can get. Now flowers are not symmetrical. If you go and have a look at flowers, they are all different shapes and sizes. I will pull that camera back out again in a minute. Oh yes, don't get distracted, Denise, in that box. Well, there's a piece of, I was just fancying a piece of blue, and there's a blue on the end, so it was meant to be. And I think I'm going to fabric tack that one in. So there is still a bit of wet art glitter glue on there, but I'm just going to put a blob of fabric tack on the back of this, because it is an unusual shape at the back. It's not flat, is what I meant by that. Yeah, so hopefully you can see that. Let me put it on a piece of something, and then I can bring it to the camera without my enormous hands on show. Cute, huh? Yeah, great fun. So I could just sit and make those all day. Well, for an hour. I don't know about all day. But like I say, I'd make that many, more than, oh, throwing them everywhere now, more than I would use. But you can see that I've used one on there. That's how I got to that. I just put my lid in my glue. Okay, so oops, My glue's nearly empty, so it falls over every time I put it down. Yeah, and I wanted to use up these, so I have also got a stash of these tabs. Yeah, so some that I made with the tab punch that I've got, some singles, some with, that might have been a die cut, I can't remember, that I had before I had my big die. Some doubles, some halves, you know, just all sorts of things there. And I thought, let's get those used up, because now I've got my my die, ouch, every time I do that, my die cutting machine and my dies for tabs, I will only be using those, so let's get these used up. So yeah, so I made three collage tags. You've seen him, he was sitting around, and they are just on some dyed coffee paper, wrinkly one, that one. That's where I've cut out the vellum, not quite dry this, the vellum hearts. Now I can't think of anything better than that to sit and doodle round if I was writing on there. Got glue stuck on me. Okay, so I guess they're more pocket fillers, these, aren't they? The other things that were sat there I made after Saturday's video. They were just, you probably remember, they were just sitting on my desk, all these bits, and I thought, right, let's just chuck some glue on and chuck, you know, make something out of them. Do you remember that big bird that was too big to fit on anything? So I just popped him on a piece of you know, paper out of my scrap box. I had some butterflies sat on the desk. I had this circular and some material out. Yeah, they were all just sitting on my desk, and now they've been made into something. Okay, so these, how did I make these to start with? Well, I've got the rest of the page here. I didn't make them onto the page, made them first and then glued them on the page. So I've got another one here. So literally in my scrap box, let me just try and bring some pieces over. Let's move this out the way. And I've got some brights going on here. So I literally just started with a piece of something. Let's have a piece of that. And put pieces together basically until I had something resembling a rectangle, because I want to get through a lot of these. I want to use a lot of these scraps up because I'm about to create more, and next week I would like to I'd like to do some Christmas scrap making, because I have got Christmas scraps from last year that I put away. So I kind of purged my Christmas things last year before I put them away, but some things, you know, I just didn't want to part with, so I put them in a box. Not too many, but yeah, the scraps. And of course I got lots of new papers this year for Christmas, so you know, more than I had last year, and I didn't use last year. So yeah, let's get the scraps moved on. Yeah, so you're getting kind of an idea of what I'm doing. Just creating some sort of a rectangle-ish. Oops, gone in there. Oh, it's stuck. Ish shape. Should make this a big one and really. Yes, let's go down this edge here. Put it on there. Because obviously the bigger things I make, the more stuff I'm going to use up in theory. Okay, I just want a bit on that top corner now. So it's kind of building the oh, that's nice. Building the piece in mid-air, if you like. And I have to say, it's the greatest fun, just just playing with these bits of paper and ripping them. So yeah, about there. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact. You can ink or not ink. I've done a bit of both, so I'm going to ink around that. So you can see what I say about a rectangle-ish sort of shape. It doesn't have to be. So you can see in these, they're not exactly. So I'm just going to tear around them so that they are rectangular-y shapes like that. They don't have to be tags, they can be pockets. And well, they can be any manner of thing, can't they, when they've made. So once I've got them like that, you can see why they're still a bit wet and wrinkly. They take a lot of drying because I've got a fair bit of glue going on. Then I just glue the whole thing onto the, oops. So instead of building on the background, I'm panting away a bit. I'm building it first and then putting it down on the background, and then, you know, I can have the backing paper. Then I can have the lovely grungy edge that I'm loving these days. These will be going in the pile to sew with everything else. Yeah, as soon as I get my room back and everything in it, I will be sitting and sewing. So let's use this blue up because it won't get used up for anything else. And this has been sitting around a long time. So let's have a big chunk of that. It's got white on the edge. Maybe hidden, but we won't take the risk. So I hope you're all well. Hope you're all enjoying the weekend. It'll be the weekend when you see this. I won't be car booting. Neil is at work, but I think I said to you last week, I don't think we're going to do any more. We will be going to the antique centre, which is at the side of next to the car boot, but I don't think it's the weather. No, I'm going to actually map that on there, I think. Yeah, it's not the weather for me. For yeah, walking around cold, wet field, and it's quite a big field. No. So we've kind of given that up for, well, a month or two at least. Look at that lovely, where I've cut those love hearts out of there. Oh, got to be done, hasn't it? I like that smaller side. I don't know, I could just sit and play with scraps all day long. Probably is a good job really, because I've got so many, haven't I? But have it over a bit of both like that. Okay, I just want something down the edge then to lift it a little bit. Do we want more music? What have we got that's crying out to be used up? I've got all these strips here. I've got some lovely pink. Oh, she'll make another great big one. Avocado dyed. That pack of avocado dyed paper that I won from Debbie at Paper Lace and Some. Yeah, I've remembered what she's called. Yeah, it's gone such a long way. Yeah, I'm just going to put that down like that. Yeah, I've still got quite a few pages of it left yet, and other bits and pieces, and I have used quite a bit of it. I've not hoarded it particularly. I don't feel like I have. Oh, and that ended up on the floor. That was my glue paper. Luckily I have plenty of it. Oh, you're nice. What else have we got in here? Some book page. I'm just grabbing from the top now if I can. We've got a rabbit and some leaves. Okay, let's build something. That's nice. That's going to put that in two. That's a digital from Nanine, as is that. Okay, which piece shall we have? We'll have this piece. Sorry, I don't know why my ink's right over there and I'm grabbing in front of you all the time, but I'm very unorganised at the moment. Do we want the rabbit on the show? Yes. I don't want quite so much of that though. Yes, I seem to be making bigger pieces than I was making yeah, when I started, when the camera wasn't on, but that could be because all the smaller pieces were at the top. I like the top of that lovely naturally distressed edge there, and a view across there. You definitely want ink on you, that was stuck to me. Yep. Okay. Now. That's the trouble with making bigger ones. Going to have to lose some of that, I feel. Will it fit on? Because I don't want to be making more scraps from this. Yeah, it'll just about go on there from my backing sheet. So I need to make some smaller ones now. Let me find another glue page. There's one ready to go. Oops. Making a mess of my glue. It's still going strong, this glue stick. There must be, you know, quite a lot in it. Whoops. When it's new. I've not done an awful lot of collaging, I don't think, though. Those tiny strips can go today. So I want probably 3 smallish ones. I've got this. I've got some matte paper here. Would be nice if I could square it up a bit so it's a nice square piece. Let's do it there, shall we? Doesn't like. That's it. So I've got a nice square piece going back in there, and then probably there as well. Yeah. Always easier to use, aren't they, the square pieces? Okay. Yeah, lots of square pieces in there, and I'm going to use this. It's quite thin paper, isn't it? So I can. Which way are we going to build? Just need the bottom bit off. That's it. Ooh. Change of glue there. It'll work fine on that. Am I still the right size? Yep, don't go any deeper than that. Okay, what have we got here? So this is that faux. Well, I think it's Tanya that named it faux coffee dyed paper from Amazon. I don't think that's its official. I've gone completely the wrong side of that now. Okay, let's go with it. Let's go with it. I've just lost my way a bit with this one. Let's do that. Fit it that way. Yep, so just one small piece at the bottom. Have some more of this. Not enough. Stick it on first, Denise. That's it. Well, that was a very strangely made one, wasn't it? Are we going to fit? Yes, we are. Glue paper. I don't know that it's necessarily an easy way to do it. It's just, you know, that's the way I'm doing it today and I'm enjoying it. So, oops, what do we want? Shall we do a longish one down there? What papers I've got? I've got some out and I'm digging in my box, and we've got all these little bits, look, that we've cut off. Yeah, look at all these. Let's use these and make a longish one. You could go across that way if we make. Okay, not long. Changed my mind already. What did we say there? On there. They're all the same pieces. I've got a piece of this map. Let's do that. That way or underneath? Oh, I like it underneath. That's it. Yep, definitely like that one underneath. Now I fancy a bit of, I was going to say text, but this little piece was just sitting here shouting me, so let's use it. course they're going to be embellished on top, so we don't have to fuss too much about how the top looks, as long as we like the papers. And by the time it's got a centerpiece on it, or just a label or something, it doesn't have to be overly, like this has got the rabbit on, the rest of them have not. So I've just got a small piece here. I'd like to use this up, so I should put a piece of this and this behind it. Way too big there. Right, I know it might be off camera, just let me get this stuck where I want it and then I shall move it in. There we go. It's moving closer and closer to me, just because I've got so much spread out on my desk, I think. Right, let's have I'm just fancying a piece of text, so let's just put a piece over there. Ooh, that was very delicate, so that's one of my old antique ones. Whoops. Yep, like that. Oh, are we too big? We're too big. And take it off the top because it's the plainer bit. Right, we're on. And final piece of glue paper. And then that needs to, dry flat. I'm going to put it under my, that's stripy paper on stripy paper. I'm going to put it under my mat to flatten out a bit. That's it, you under. And then we'll come back to this one, which is very nearly but not quite dry, and make some pieces with this. Put some, see what I mean about it falling over. Stand up. So I'm not creating any more scraps particularly, it's just a little piece there, look, because one piece was a different size triangle, rectangle, so I had to cut round it, if that makes sense. Yeah, but other than that tiny piece, and I have put that piece in the bin. Just wondering if I've got my black might be nice on these for a change. Yeah, so let's go around these in black soot, not too heavy because it is quite strong. Now there are odd corners here and there sticking up. I could go round with my art glitter and stick them down, which is what my idea was, but I'm thinking I might just leave them. I quite like the interest it creates. I mean, it's quite a big piece there. Don't know, I might stick that one, I'll see, depends what I put on top of it. But the corners and what have you sticking up, I think I'll leave. Oops, not so heavy, Denise. Yeah, because I like them. It's just adding to the distressed look of the piece. Okay, move that out of the way so I don't grab it instead of the brown one when I want it. Okay, so we've got, let me see all those. Yeah, I think so. We've got 4. Let me just put the pages I grabbed out back in for now. That's it. Oh, new things hitting the floor. Got myself a working space. That's it. Oh, that's better. Okay, and let's see what we can put on them. Okay, I just grabbed a few bits. So I brought some of my small fussy cut birds. I've just dug out some more bling because I'm just getting into it. And a couple of bits of fabric still there. I brought these. These are this is a classic thing about, I make things and then put them away and forget them. So I thought a couple of those might make nice tags on the top. And then just my pot of things that you've seen over the last few scrappy makes. So let's just grab something from the inside of these and see. Quite like that one on there. See if I can get you any closer. We're still running, yes. Yeah, might trim that one down a little bit, but it's a nice big what is it? It's a label. Crikey, that was hard work, wasn't it? Love this one. This is one of Nanine's. No, it's just a matter of me finding something that's oh, I've got a frog in my throat. Yeah, just grabs me, just seems to be the right. No, I don't think it's going to be one of those. Okay, what have I got here? No. The Stamperia piece. No. Got a bit of a roses theme going on, haven't I? I'm liking these. These are yeah, I like the blue of that actually. They were left over from a project I did for Fiona at Lavender Blue Art. That's nice, but it's too big. About a pop of colour on this one. What was that? No. No. Okay, so let's have a look at these birds. Oh, he's nice, isn't he? Oh, yes, I like him. So let's go for a different colour because we're very pink on here. So these look like Nanine's birds to me from perhaps one of her kits. No, not liking them on there. From the planner, I think. So I've just unearthed them. They need to go in with my other birdies, don't they? What about some fabrics now? I've got something for 3, so I've only got this one, haven't I? Got these 2 pieces sitting here, look, and a piece of this. Let's just cut a piece. Did you see where my scissors went? There. And it will bulk it up, but it could be a topper rather than a tag or a journal card. You've come off there. Why have you come off? Go back on. I'll just sit and look at that one a little minute. Let's right, I do want to glue that down a bit more. Look, it's just becoming a bit crazy. A bit crazy loose. It's because it's quite thick paper, that coffee dyed paper. It's one of my stronger ones, and it wrinkles when it dries. When you put the, well, it's tea dyed. You put the tea on it, and it just makes it a little bit harder for the glue to stick to. I'm liking you, but I'm thinking you need to go on something and then be torn round. Oh, that just fits. Must have been made for it. Just so it's got the same kind of background all the way around, because there's so much going on here. So let's just tear around him. Oops. Like that. He's just added another layer, really, hasn't he? I think this might make a difference. It's your beak down. I'm probably too close to you now. You probably just got an eyeful of my knuckles and nothing else then. It's just sometimes when I look at the pieces afterwards, when I watch the film back, you just can't see how gorgeous they are in detail. I feel. Right, now I don't want to cover that bird's head up because he's right at the top of the... Thinking about like something across where he is now though, across here. Am I ever going to stop? What do I fancy? I put a piece of lace on him just to kind of blend him in. Across here, because we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of cornery joins. I'm not trying to hide them, just blend them in. That's better. That's better. Yeah, and I'm wondering about making it a side piece like that. That's Hessian looking. Well, that's the same one but inside out. But we want something that pops. Oh, got an Edith one. No, I think we want something that pops. So what about that? That certainly does. So this is one that has been cut in half, but that's fine. We'll soon stick it together on the piece. Gosh, I am croaky. Put the front bit on first. And then I can get this one on to match. That's a full-on piece, isn't it? Oops, yes, let's make it match then, Denise. Too late, it's dry. There we go. I want to trim those corners ever so slightly. They are in black though, so I'll have to get the black dobber back. That's it. That's it. Just remove those sharp edges a little. Okay. What do we want on the back? Just a little bit of something and nothing out of the scrap box. So, have I got any of that on the front? No. Let's have a tiny piece of map. Yeah. I'm playing Skittles. If it's not one thing falling over, it's another. That's it. Lovely. Move those birds over there, they're on top of everything. Oh look, and that piece of pink lace has just fallen on there. Make this a lacy one then. Yeah, I was thinking I was going to tear down there a bit. Oops. Okay, I'll do it that way. This dark edge. Do the same kind of thing there. Do it a bit lower so I can put a tab on the top. Put a piece of bling on this lace. Seeing as we're going for pink. I don't know if I want 2 or 3, so I'll cut them up into both. Oh yeah, I think it's 3. I'm not even going to try the 2. Okay, just like on the Saturday video, I need to leave this fabric on its side. Okay, so is that too much pink? It is. What about a piece of just wrapped over paper? Haven't done that for a long time, have we? Plain or I'm looking for a piece of book page. I'm looking for something. Oh, it makes my flesh creep, it says there. We don't want that on. I'm pleased I saw it. Oh, goodness me. Dear me, Denise. That is not a very good shape. I think this might be one of my glue page books. No, I don't like it now. That's really put me off. Let's go with some music paper. And a bit bigger piece than I was. You double, no, a little thick. Perhaps not quite that wide, but that long. Yeah, that's better. That's more what I was after. I think I hear the cat having a bit of a run around downstairs by the sounds of it. So just stick it all the way over and I'll just leave it. I'm going to cut a hole in it with my crocodile, but I'll just leave it to dry a minute or three while we do the others, and then I'll put a bit of lace or something through it. Okay, so you've stuck on there now, have you? We've got all sorts of fun fabric going on here, so let's just go with it, shall we? What did we have next? You that way. You across there. Whoops, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh dear, did you feel quite dizzy? And that just, oh, I've covered up that pink now, drat. That just landed on there and I don't dislike it actually. I think this is going to end up being a topper, isn't it? So let's see if we've got something a bit more substantial to put on it. I probably need my fabric clusters. No. Oh, that's nice. A piece of that out. Anything else that's just grabbing me? Not really. No. Okay. This is nice though, isn't it? Let's have a piece of that across there. Seeing as we're going fabric. Drag it across because there was a lot of it that side. That's it. Must have stretched when I cut it. That it's not as long as it was. What do I want? Oh, what about one of these? Not that one. Perhaps the pink one again. That's not pink. I haven't got a pink one. Piece of this. Let's have that bling box out and see if there's something huge in it that's, I mean, this is only a tiny bit of the bling, it's not the bling box. No, it's got all the stringy. Oh, they're quite big. What do I think to those? Ooh. Let's have a look. This is going to be a Christmas topper, I think, isn't it? Looking at all the bling on it. Yeah, quite like that. So I'm going to need a Christmas sentiment, I think, in there. But for now, oh. So it's a base, a topper base. Or it could be a cluster that goes on a topper, you know, a cover of her Christmas journal. Yeah, definitely wants a word or a Christmas sentiment or something across there. That is stuck to me. Get off. Can you see the lid to this? It's 25 there, look. That could be for Christmas Day. I'm going to put it on. Just because it appeared from nowhere. Yes, it's there, thank you. Right in front of me. Doesn't want to stand up still. Okay, I'll put you over there to dry, and the other two over here. Oh, there's one. Is that 1, 2? Oh yeah, this is the last one. Get rid of some bits over there. Right, and again, I'm going to tear around this quite a lot. Nibble tear around it. Oh, do you know, I didn't start my I started my timer going. I don't know if you knew I'd gone or not. You probably didn't, because I didn't say. But when I've sat down again, I've forgotten to redo it. Okay, we've got the fabric out, so we probably could do with one this side, couldn't we, this time? I mean, that's just a perfect piece for down there, so we might as well. Might as well use it. It's not as if I'm short on lace anymore. Okay, and not glitter, are you perhaps? It does not like to let go of you, that, once it's got hold. I'll just put you on here, I think. Sorry if you can't see, but I'm having to squeeze that rather hard. Where do I want it? There. Put a bit more of that on. Oops. Have we only done 4? That seems to have taken a long time. I suppose I did spend my time showing you all the other things that I'd made. Right, let's use one of these tabs on here. Do we like that Hessian one? Edith. No. Green or Hessian? I think I like the green one. Oops. I'm very unchatty today, aren't I? I don't know why. So I've put it over to the left a bit because of that lace. There we go. Stick. I'm feeling like that needs a bit of something across the top as well. Oh, fair enough. That's how we're feeling. We've just had a bit of a leak. Don't make your own jokes up there. Should we have that on? Seeing as we're going all blingy. And let me just dab it on that blob of glue that's on the table. Yeah, I now need to wipe my hands. Okay, that's better. Right, let's punch a hole in this. Now it's not completely dry, but I'm going to put an eyelet in it, so I don't want to forget that I haven't finished it. So let's do it now. Put a bit of lace through it. Oops. Don't know if that's enough for a bow. Might be. No, it's not. Not enough for a bow, so I'll just leave it there. Oops. Like that. Okay, put that one on the pile. Right, so next let's use some of these offcuts up, and what have we got here? A couple of those, and let's use that one. And collage. Let's get some collaging done, because that will use some of this up. Where shall we put it? Can you see it there? Yeah, I'm going to do them that size, so I'm going to need something to glue on. There we go, the old nursery rhyme book, cut in half. And right, shall I do them the finished size that I want them, rather than, yes, let's do it with the straight ruler. Yeah, so some smaller pieces of collage. I'll fit on my glue paper, it'll be easier to do. Just got to decide if to do tags. I'll do a smaller one so it's like a pocket and a bigger one. Okay, so let's start with the bigger one then. Where's my glue paper? Here. Glue. Okay, let's get some of this used up then. And I'm going to try and put bits like that when I come across it in the bin. Yeah, I'm trying to just grab, don't know if you can see, let's use that, same here, some little bits. Just trying to grab the little bits to start with, and then I want a selection-ish of papers. And there's a few. Okay. And those plastics off a sticker, they get everywhere. Right, let's just do it. Right, I'm going to do this one without inking. I'm going to try it without inking. It's not me. I might not like it, but shall I go round? I think I'll go round and I'll do both sides like that on some of them. Go over the top with that one. Give me some nice neat edges, won't it? Should I use a big piece of that? Let's. So I don't know if I've got any news to tell you particularly. Can't think of anything. I've been continuing on with my purging of my craft room, and yeah, there's a lot less in it than there was, and there'll be even less when I've had my carpet down, and my new carpet down, and I bring stuff back in. I'm going to bring a lot less back in. Just have that. So yeah, I feel like I'll have more room to create. No, that flat, because when I come back in, that is. Yeah, I won't have to have quite so much on my desk. So the space that I've created on the shelves, the main bookshelf is not coming back; it's staying downstairs. So that'll be interesting as well. I'm only going to have my antique books on it that I've got without pieces inked. Don't use that, or it'll make you want to do the rest. That have got, you know, the beautiful covers on, because I've got antique books with no covers on. I don't want those down there because it's on show in the living room. So I'm currently sorting that out with, you know, the lovely covers. And I bought. I haven't shown you my last haul actually, but I bought some Victorian cups and saucers at the antique. I'm sticky already. It didn't take me long, did it? Is there anything on there I don't want? I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, when we went to the car boat, I've told you there's an antiques place at the side of it. Oopsie. yes, I bought some Victorian, just odd ones, teacups and saucers and plates. Oops, there's some green, a bit thick. And I'm going to put those amongst the antique books on the shelf. I think they'll look nice. Nice display. Tiny slither of William Morris there. No, I say William Morris for everything, don't I? I think I said it on a video I was checking the other day when I meant Laura Ashley. William Morris on the brain. It's this person. Who is this? Edith. Yes, piece of Edith. Don't know if it will show at the end, but well, you nearly used all the bits I got out now, apart from that text. Let's have some of this then. Tear a few bits up. That's a bit gluey. Need to change it. Oh, it's upside down. Yes. Yeah, I was oohing at my tummy. It's growling. No change there then. What are you? Let's have a piece of you in there. So it looks like I'm going to end up running out of time again, doesn't it? I thought I was going to get loads of collaging done, but the clock just will not stop. Have that over again. Will not stop ticking. Okay, let's have some biggish pieces on here then. Oh, look at that, that fits exactly. That would be nice on the front, wouldn't it? Right, don't use that, Denise. There's some. So I'm trying to make the whole thing in one go, rather than having to, you know, do all the fronts and then do all the backs. I just think they sometimes dry nicer, and the nicer pieces if you create it all at once. Don't keep grabbing that piece out. No. Oh, another plastic from the back of a sticker. Do you remember this? I've been hoarding it a bit. Now is the time it's going to get used. So it's just a coffee cup ring stamped onto a piece of card is all it is. But it just appealed to me. So this is going to be nice right inside, isn't it, on the back? And I think this is probably going to join the rest of the pile. That is to be sewn. Yep. See if I can get another one done quickly. Another big piece on there of something. Not quite big enough. I was hoping to do it in one. Oh, you would be. Yep. Turn my page over again. Come on. Oh, it was so funny when I watched Saturday's video. You'll have seen it now. When I was getting myself organised, I didn't know the camera was running. So you saw all the papers. I know I wasn't going to eat, but I didn't. Oh, that was black. I didn't like the real bright white showing there, so let's go with it. Yeah, it did make me laugh. I know it gave you a laugh as well. Don't want something on that. Just don't like that sharp edge. Let's have that. I won't live that one down for a while, will I? Okay, lovely. So that can have something nice and big on the front of it, but it's a base ready to go. And where was the other? A thinner piece, yeah. Let's do this thin one then. They're all nice backing pieces, so what shall we have on the front? Let's have some of that. Trying to look for a similar thickness of paper. I've got all sorts of different thicknesses in here. I found a lot of bits. Not particularly looking for bits now. A piece of that maybe. Right, okay. Let's have some of this. I am stuck up. It's getting a bit sticky now as well. Which side are we going on that one? Yep. Right. I don't know what I'm doing with my glue book. Very bizarre, kind of fold it up. That way a bit more. And you can go over as well. I mean, these edges will probably be trimmed, stitched, trimmed and then stitched, so these may be cut off. I don't know. But part of it might stay. Oh, so this is my French Reader's Digest book. So don't like that white gap there, so we'll go with that piece. Shall we turn this over because we're doing silly things on that side? Start using it properly. And what else did I get out? I've got a bit of that. Yep. I don't want to stop. I'm having so much fun. I think I'll probably, when I've finished filming, it's upside down, go and get myself a cup of tea while this uploads, and then I might do some more and film it. Don't really want to stick, so that I've got one in the bag, as it were, ready to go. Where are all those little bits that I said I didn't want? Do we want more text? Yes, why not? It's completely different paper and completely different text. Come on. Let's break the non-rules. Oh, it's very slippy. Come on. It's more interested in sticking to me. I'm a little bit more sticky than the paper it's going on. What's wrong with you? You've got loads of glue on you. I don't want to stick there either, look. I must have anti-sticky paper. Yeah, it's breaking. It's that antique paper, but it'll be stitched in, so it's fine. Yeah, I like that because it looks like it's not quite covered rather than me having put a piece on. Okay, so we've got another piece of this, which will go up there. Lovely. It's a bottom from a music page book, you know, a book of actual music. So I don't know if these are to write in to make notes or something like that, or for chords. I don't know. I have some more of that, or that. That was what I found. I've quite liked a piece of that. That there. Well, once again I thought I'd have piles and piles of stuff after an hour. I thought, right, I'll sit down with my box for an hour and really create. I haven't got pile. I mean, I've got a small pile because I made some before I started filming, but they can't be counted in the hour, can they? So 2 pieces filled that really, but I fancy something to just break it up across the middle. No. 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 I just don't want to stop, do I? Having too much fun. The right piece will be in here. All I've got to do is locate it. Oh, what about a piece of that? Yes. See? I told you it was. I just didn't want it to be too very flat joined pieces. And again, it'll be stitched round and cut round. Yeah, so you'll have to wait and see till I get my sewing machine going again what those two look like. Right, let me move my glue book and put all these lovely bits in. I definitely am going to have another play. So this is what it looks like currently. Yeah, so there's lots more going on in there, isn't there? Yeah, I might have to make a masterboard. Oh yeah, I could film a masterboard, couldn't I? Maybe put it up on Monday if I haven't managed to get back into my room after the carpet's fitted. There's a few more bits here, but generally that's what it looks like. Yeah, masterboard. So we might have a masterboard Monday this week coming up. Let me know if that fills you with joy or dread. Yeah, and maybe I'll use those up in it. But we made those two out of the scrap box. We made one of these, didn't we? Although I cut it out. Was it that one? Oh, maybe we used it. Got the glue on me. Ugh. Anyway, we made one of those lovely flowers. Yeah, we made some, again, some very full-on frilly. Maybe a topper, I don't know, for something. Pocket fillers, tags, tabs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, lovely. Hope you enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed making them. And yeah, come and see me on Monday. Have a lovely evening. Bye for now.